Yeah.
But
sorry.
then you mentioned something huge.
Yeah.
Pod.
Well-
Pod Tadre.
Todd Tadre, phenom of the school, young,
He's supposed
creative.
to be here. I don't know where
The
he's
town's
at.
favorite, and the school's favorite is supposed to be here. Todd is not here, which really feeds into our theory that Todd Padre
Well,
is
he
Todd
did
Tadre.
text me. He did text me, say, sorry, I remind you guys I can't be there. I am unfortunately coffee cup. And
he
I
said-
said, or coffee mug,
Which I
sorry.
don't understand still.
And then I said, are you sure? He said, yeah, sorry, I've just been burned out light bulb.
Yes.
Okay.
And I said, but we really need you. And he said, it's okay. I'm just looking myself in a mirror.
Yeah.
So he's not even looking around the room he's in anymore. He's just using the same three.
He's doubling
stupid
down.
Yeah,
He's doubling
and
down.
he also said, I'll be there later, but I will look crispy. I will be wearing overalls, and birds will be afraid of me. And I was like, now this is also feeding into that theory that when Todd is being Pod, he dresses up as Scarecrow to look like himself.
You can never find Pod and Todd in the same room, but you can always find a scarecrow in the same room as Pod.
And he puts scared crows in there with the scarecrow to assure everyone this can't be a scarecrow because there are lots of crows around, and they would, of course, fly off if it was a real scarecrow. It's, of course, Todd.
I think he needs to add calm crows, because when those crows are scared, I'm convinced.
There's some wordplay that's not quite right there.
Yes.
But I get what was happening.
Well, whenever Pod gets here, I guess we can get rolling on the podcast.
Yeah,
so.
I'm very excited.
Curly Fry she has died. She has left this mortal plane.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh,
Oh, hello.
oh my
hey,
God.
We'll get back to Curly Fry being dead in a second.
Yeah.
Sorry, What's up, sluts?
Whoa.
Jesus.
Pod.
I assume
This
this
is-
is Pod. This is Pod.
What do you mean you
Wow.
assume? Yeah, I'm dressed like a 13-year-old, 10-year-old.
Dressed like?
I'm dressed
Are
like
you
a 10-year-old.
13 or 10, Pod?
I'm a 10-year-old, but
Yes.
I'm dressed like I'm 13.
Okay, so
Cool.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Pod, I thought your voice would be higher.
Oh, no, I went through puberty. Young. Well, this is my voice. Sorry, I'm just getting in here. I'm already being attacked.
All right.
It feels
No,
like-
my bad. The town hero Pod is here.
Yeah.
Hello.
So that means, you know what?
Sorry, I'm late.
After-
Traffic was crazy for my driver.
Not your parents, but
My
your
parents.
driver.
That-
Okay.
After 9 minutes and 30 seconds, I think it's time for us to throw into the actual podcast right now.
Oh, yes.
So,
yes, that's right. We were
let's-
recording.
We've been recording this whole time.
Fuck off.
All right, everybody. Welcome to the Teacher's Lounge. This is the first time I've ever done this intro, so I don't know it very well. Welcome to the Teacher's Lounge, the first, best, and only podcast pertaining to issues relevant to the Hamilton High School community. I'm your band director, Stu Taylor, here with my buddies and, our prize student, Pod Tadre. Guys, you can introduce yourselves as well.
Pod is
Hi,
here.
Pod Tadre, star of the school play, young child, and student here, guest student. Nice to be here.
Guest
Now-
student?
Yeah, guest student on the podcast.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Now,
sure.
Pod, do you know our other host, Todd, right?
Yeah, he's a mentor to me.
Yeah. You like him?
Love the guy,
'Cause
hate
you're one
his
of the-
ex-wife.
Sorry?
You hate his ex-wife?
I hate his ex-wife.
Because you're one of the only people who likes Todd.
And I don't know what everyone's problem is with him, honestly. The guy speaks his mind. He gives what's good, and he can't
He
take
gives
it.
what's good.
He gives what's good.
That sounds like something Todd would say about himself.
You're laying it on
really.
pretty thick here, Pod.
And I'm just going to say it. Let's just get past this. You look exactly like Todd Padre.
Well, you know what they say. Students look like their teachers when they start to get along. They start to look like each other, dress like each other.
Okay.
Well, you are wearing the school uniform
Yes.
of a 10-year-old.
Right. I'm wearing, as you can see, a 10-year-old girl's school uniform.
That's really weird, Pod, because you are, I think, and I don't want to make any judgments here, but you are
No
a
judgments.
boy. You are a boy, and it seems like Todd is dressing up like Pod, and he did not have a male uniform, so he put on a girl's uniform.
No, that's not what happened. I went into the uniform store and I said, just give me the most authentic school uniform you have. I need to fit in and look like I go to school.
Right.
And this is
Again, you
you
said
do go to
look
school.
like. You don't need to look like. You do need to attend school.
well, no, yeah. But when you're attending school, you need to look like you're attending school.
correct.
Well,
Okay.
I
All
mean,
right. Sorry,
we're
yeah.
being we're really putting you
we're
through the
coming in
ringer
hot.
here.
I know. I got
First of all, we believe that it's you, Pod.
Yes.
Yeah,
We just
and
wanna
here's
get the
thing,
formality
It's
out of the way.
2017, so you have to believe kids when they tell you they're children.
Right? That's
Okay.
true.
That's
Not
true.
wrong.
You
Yeah.
do
You
have to
believe
believe it. You
Believe
do have
children.
To believe
That's
them.
Believe
hashtag
children
believe
when
children.
they tell you they're not adults.
We're sorry. We got you on the hot seat.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's all right.
You know, we're just a little bit. We've had a pretty rough week. You know, we all met with the principal this week.
Yeah.
You know, we weren't sure if we were gonna, get medals or we were gonna get fired. And I guess we sort of landed somewhere in between.
Well, I found this out this week that being normal doesn't mean doing nothing. Right? Just because I'm not doing all the bad stuff I was once doing, which I'm not, and I'm proud of that. I've added a couple other bad habits, but it doesn't mean I'm normal. It means I'm doing nothing.
Right,
I'm not
right.
doing the normal
Yeah.
things I'm supposed
thought
to do.
If we were using Oprah's The Secret method, where if we visualized
Oprah's The
being
Secret.
normal,
Yes.
yeah, nobody else wrote that book.
She
It's
co-opted
Oprah's book.
Yeah, well, I know this. If you do Oprah's book club, she becomes the writer of your book legally. So she gets all the credit. They put her on the cover.
Of
and
course,
all that.
she should. I mean, she's making you. I think you should take a small percentage, and Oprah should get everything.
It's the
Speaking
same thing
of
as Shark
Oprah-
Tank.
It is.
Oh my God.
Now, Pod, where is Todd?
Oh,
Have you seen him?
That's a great question.
Because he wasn't texting us back
Yeah.
today. We were texting, your
haven't-
students coming. Are you excited to
I
do the
haven't had a
podcast
chance to
with
talk to him about how his meeting with the principal was yet or anything.
Well, I'll tell you, it was bad.
so
he and
you've talked to him about it?
Well, he and I chatted about it. Yeah, we talked to each other. It's kind of the same relationship that Bruce Wayne and Batman have. If you have a message for Batman, you can tell Bruce Wayne, and vice versa.
Again,
That seems
I
like a
don't-
bad metaphor
I
for
don't
you.
know if you
I
know
don't
that
think that's how
story.
it happens. I think people just approach Batman with their questions.
Not
That's what
always.
Maybe
That's
try
almost
a
the case.
different metaphor.
Famously the
for
same
peop-
guy.
For two people
Famously
who are
the same
different.
guy.
Oh, no,
Maybe
okay,
try
so it's
different.
like, let's say you're trying to get pictures of Spider-Man. You would tell his friend Peter Parker, you'd say, if you could get me pictures of
Okay, that
Spider-Man.
was-
The
Once
guy
again, the
who
same
is
thing.
secretly Spider-Man.
Why don't you try another superhero metaphor?
Okay, let's say you're trying to get a hold of Clark Kent, and you see Superman, and you say, Superman is famously easy to get a hold of. Clark Kent is difficult.
Right.
And
Why
say
don't you
Superman.
try to use
Look,
like
hey,
a comedian
or-
from the late 70s reference?
Okay, let's say you're trying to talk to Andy Kaufman, but you've only got Bob Zamuda's phone number. Or not Bob Zamuda, Tony Clifton.
Tony
Sorry,
Clifton.
You've only got Tony Clifton's phone
Zamuda
number.
is different.
Yeah.
Zamuda's different.
Which I think Zamuda was Clifton at times.
But
if
now,
I'm
but
not
I don't
wrong.
know if we understand it. Use a different metaphor of maybe like a teenage girls or something like that.
Okay, a
Yeah,
teenage
from the
girl's
Disney
metaphor.
Channel.
Yeah.
Let's say you're trying to get a hold of Mary Kate Olsen.
No, Todd.
Let's say you're trying to get a hold of Taj Mowry. You would talk to his sisters, Tia and Tamara.
Perfect.
Sure.
Perfect.
Okay.
Famously different people.
We were thinking of Miley Cyrus was the answer. I was on the board. Miley Cyrus.
Okay.
We had turned this into an actual.
Sorry,
game on this.
the Family Feud. We had the
So
board.
anyway, I
So
talked
was
to
Todd's
Todd
meeting?
about the meeting. It was bad. The first issue was there was a lot of conversation with the principal of it looks like you're wearing a 10-year-old schoolgirl's outfit underneath your clothes. They're kind of bulging out.
They said that to Todd.
Yes.
Interesting.
And
Which is interesting because you've never had something underneath your clothes bulging out.
I have not. Pod.
No, Todd.
Oh,
Todd.
no,
Never
he
mind. I was
hasn't.
making a
No,
Todd
he-
has a small dick joke.
Oh, no, he doesn't.
Why do you care, Pod?
Well, because he's my mentor.
Okay.
You do not want your mentor to have
I gotta
a small
say, it
dick.
seems like I'm not saying that you guys are the same person, but it does seem like your mentor-mentee relationship has maybe gotten a little too close.
Yeah.
I mean, you're 10. He's almost, 80 years older than you?
No, I mean,
Yeah,
We've really got to
Todd,
get this relationship
I'm unclear
under
on
control.
how old.
Todd is
Todd's
He's 80, but he looks 100 and
He's-
something, right?
Yeah.
well, he used to be in his 70s and looked 102. Now he's in his early 80s and looks 160.
Yeah.
He's sort of exponentially
Yeah,
physically
he-
able.
I
And
don't
that's the
even
difference.
know what that looks like because there's never been a living 160-year-old.
Well, imagine a 150-year-old and then add 55 years.
55 to get to 60?
205.
I'm not good at math. I'm 10.
Okay.
Now,
Look,
obviously, you look at me here. My skin is pulled back. I mean, it's like not wrinkly. It's
Yeah,
back,
there's some clothespins behind your ear.
and there's so much skin
You
in
look,
those
you,
clothes
quite
pins.
honestly, for a 10-year-old boy, you look a lot like Michael Douglas in Behind the Candelabra.
Yeah.
Well,
I just got a text from Pod is on his phone, and I just got a text from Todd.
I just got a meme. I just got to look at this
You
meme.
just gotta.
I just got a
Okay,
meme
it
I gotta
says
look at.
typing right now. It says typing, and Pod is typing.
This is a fucking autocorrect.
Okay, it says, "Be there in minute. Got stuck in field," and it's a picture
Stuck in field.
of a. It's a picture of a scarecrow.
Oh my gosh.
I don't
would he
know
send
what-
us that?
I don't even
Stuck
know
in
what
a
he's.
field?
I don't even know what he's
I'm
trying.
sure what he meant.
Now he's admitting to being a scarecrow.
Yeah.
I'm sure he. I don't have a good reason for him to send that message.
Well, it's okay. It's not. You don't have to.
It's not you. You don't have to
You're not
defend
responsible for his behavior.
We're two different people.
Well,
Pod,
Pod,
to
let-
get to it, I'm interested to know if Todd, still has his job.
Yes. Well, it was very interesting because I don't know if you guys felt this when you were in the office, but it was very reminiscent of when they get people who have committed crimes together alone in rooms and try
Yeah.
to get you to roll on the other one.
Yeah.
And I don't know what you guys said, but I can only know what I said because they were trying to get
That's
me to
interesting.
roll on you guys.
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
They grilled me
Yeah.
They- yeah.
until I would talk.
Wow. Mine was a lot different. than
Literally.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally. They put me on the grill and they were singeing my back. They wanted me to have nice
Jesus.
grill marks.
That
and I
is-
said, I don't know anything. I don't know anything.
I hope there's some grainy
That's
footage
interesting.
of that because we could really use that.
Well, it's not the only pee-pee tape that's floating around. Let me tell you that. They grilled me till I peed.
Oh
That's
my
interesting.
God, until you peed on what? Some Russian prostitutes?
I wish. Just the ground.
Just the ground.
Yeah, just the ground.
That's interesting. My interview was actually very different than that. I don't know. Mine was completely different. I actually
Bullshit.
No, I got called in and I was sitting.
Fucking rolled on us, I
was
bet.
sitting across from the principal.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, and he in the middle of it was just like, "Do you want a sandwich?" And I was like, "I mean, I guess I'll take one." So
Did you get thirsty during the meeting?
well, he went to the fridge and he opened the door and
What did
he.
it look like? What did the fridge look like?
It was kind of short, squat, not the biggest fridge I've
Yep.
ever seen.
Heard of that.
Yeah,
and
that
then
sounds familiar.
he handed me a sandwich and it was fine. It wasn't a great sandwich.
How was the water? Did you taste any of the sandwich or have any of the water?
You know, what do they taste like?
I took a big bite of the sandwich and it was nice and it was a little dry, so I did ask for a glass of water.
Who was the water?
Who was the water?
I mean, what was the water?
Wait a
was
minute.
it water?
you
Did
guys.
a character perhaps pour you that glass of water?
You
What was
haven't
the
even done your
scene?
interview yet. That
Did
was
you
us.
guys?
That
Did
was
you
us.
guys
Or
trick me?
That was me and Sam. I don't. It wasn't Pod.
No,
but
it was
Pod
Todd, but he told me about all of it. I'm all caught up.
Wait a minute. You guys
Yeah.
mean to tell me you for weeks have been planning this? You had to have been planning this forever because I got an email 2 weeks ago.
To what end? You're wondering. Well,
I
we're
don't
not
understand.
telling you.
Well, I know. I'd like to know, guys, because I like
Why
to
have
feel
we
a
been
part of
pretending
things.
to be a glass of water at a refrigerator
Yeah.
and a sandwich
To make me
trick
look like
you?
a fool?
You'll never
You'll
be
never
taken
know.
seriously.
Well, I'll
never
never
know.
know. I need to know, guys.
Wouldn't you love to know?
I would love to know, and
I
I
bet you
think
would love
everyone
to
would
know.
love to know.
Well, I have no idea.
I'm going to give you a hint to
Okay.
the reason that we did this.
Okay.
We're going to do it again.
No, okay. See, now I'm on. Now I'm on to your game. Okay. If I see a refrigerator, and a glass of water ever again in my entire life,
Yeah.
there is not a chance.
Maybe that was the
That's a
plan.
bad way to go through your life.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
it sounds
suspicious
like a lot
every
of
time
paranoia.
I
No,
I'm
there's
gonna
not a
trust a
chance.
man, a refrigerator,
I'm
and a
getting
glass of
another
water.
text. Be there. Pod is texting.
There's a-
Be there. Oh, walking in now.
You guys got to see this meme later.
Walking in now. Really?
Looks like the meme on your
Pod,
screen
you're-
is just a text.
You're getting
And
up.
I am. I have clots in my blood.
As a 10-year-old?
Right now.
Yeah, it's right
well, you
now.
should go to the
I can feel 'em.
hospital. Are you going to excuse yourself?
I may excuse myself just to get the blood flowing and move around a little bit.
Okay.
All right.
I will be right.
Well, don't go too far because we are pretty not sure if you're Todd or Pod.
Yeah, I don't-
so
I
don't
really
go
don't-
to
Todd
check
is
us or
supposed to
anything.
be here literally right now.
And the thing that would
and
really
this seems
sell
like a
it,
missed doubtfire.
the thing that would really sell it is if Todd walked in that door and you were still sitting right there. Pod.
I'm sure it would. I got to get
Or
on
even
out of
if, or
here.
even if you met him in the lobby and came in at the same time.
Pod, come on. Come back
all right.
here, Pod.
No, all right. See you guys when I am not clotting anymore.
Okay. Well,
Hey,
I mean, that
that's
was
Todd,
ridiculous.
right? I mean, this is Todd.
Oh, sorry, I'm late. Sorry, I am late.
Taking off a skirt. Taking off a skirt.
Sorry, I'm late. Sorry, I'm late.
He's got
Taking off a
hives.
skirt. Unclipping the stuff behind his ears, his skin.
Okay, sorry, I'm late.
Todd, fuck off, man.
Come on, Todd.
You didn't even do a good transition. Have you
What?
seen Mrs. Doubtfire?
What's that?
You gotta have a mask. You gotta do it all.
Take
You got to
Coming
put
from-
a cake on your face.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm just getting in here. What did I miss?
Well, Pod was here.
What do you think you missed?
I just missed him. I just missed
You
him.
would have passed each other in the hallway.
Todd, I gotta
No.
say, you didn't clear the doorway fully when you went to make your change. I saw you. I saw
was
your
cracked
hips
wide
the whole
open.
time.
And there's a mirror right across the hallway.
Yeah, you were in full view.
We
Todd.
saw you primping.
You saw me primping? And you
I saw you
what?
primping and I saw you crimping. I don't know why you crimping your hair.
And I saw
Well-
I saw you crumping.
Okay, yes, that's the...
Does anybody else occasionally, was their father a primp? My father was briefly he was a primp.
He was a primp.
Big primping.
Big primping. He was always making sure. He was always giving everybody
No.
last looks.
Yeah. Well, explain to me what a primp is.
Well,
Sam.
a primp is someone who just wants to make sure everyone is looking
Yeah.
at their finest. Who wants
Yeah.
to primp everything.
Right.
Yeah.
A party is not ever finished. You're constantly primping the decor.
Yeah.
and he's
you
pretty
know-
mean about it.
Well,
Man.
he would say primping ain't easy, so good to work.
Yeah.
He would
and,
say,
Right.
and I remember you telling that story about how you guys went to get your family portrait taken at the top of a mountain, and he said, "Out here, primping ain't easy."
That's right. That's right. He was primping, and the altitude was really getting to him. My dad actually fell down the mountain for a long time.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's still falling down, right?
Well, he's still falling and he's still primping as he's going because he doesn't want to look bad as he falls.
I'm sorry about that. That was a stupid side thing.
Well, the only thing I was wondering is, you've got that like photo of him inside a bowl with some noodles, and it looks like he's doing a primp scampi.
Yes. Well, yeah. They were out of shrimp one day, and they had a scampi, but it was just messy because there was no shrimp sort of to like be the body of the dish.
You gotta be
so he
careful with
decided
scampi.
to small himself down and get in the bowl
Yes,
and
smalled
primp
himself.
the scampi
Yeah.
as the shrimp.
Oh, I see. I mean, I saw him the other day, and he had a big, he had just like what looked like toothpaste on his head, and he's like, "Please excuse me, I got a primple."
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, he had a primple. He had a primple the other day, and he was primping
Which
it all
is
day.
a laceration from primping.
That's right. It's a laceration from primping.
I see.
Yeah, me and my dad, classically bad relationship. He's a primper.
Well, we all had fathers who were primps at one point. Yeah.
Well,
I gotta ask you
I'm
this.
happy to be here. Yeah, what's the question?
What is the purpose of having Pod come on today? Is he trying to push something? Is he trying to? I mean, why did he sit
yeah,
in here
we got-
instead of you for a while?
Just to prove that he was a different person. You guys were kind of accusing me of being the same person as this 10-year-old. And I just wanted to show you that he is different. I mean, whatever he did in here
Well, you have
was
the
obviously
same
different
voice.
than me. No.
You're wearing a similar hairstyle.
Well,
similar
no.
clothes.
He because I have a mohawk and he's got a molet. So that's
No,
a big
you
difference.
just no.
What?
You just put you just put your hair down and up a little bit, and it's falling down again. It looks like his molet.
Oh, that's just my product is bad. I'm in bad
Okay.
products. That we're listen, I don't
have to
need to be here right now. I gotta.
Why, Todd? You've never left the podcast or been late once before.
Well, yeah. Well,
You're standing up.
I don't know if you know this, but I was lost in a field. Okay, I know you got my text.
I'm sorry.
I
You
did
saw
get
that
that
photo
text.
of me.
It was a scarecrow.
I'll tell you what. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna meet up with Pod, and he's gonna bring me in here. Okay.
Oh, good.
And he'll
He's going to bring you in here?
Yes.
What do you mean, like a ventriloquist or something?
No, not like a ventriloquist, like a 10-year-old bringing in an old man, okay?
Okay. So an opposite ventriloquist.
Yeah.
So he's a tiny little
old
dog.
man
Except when this is
operated
done-
by a
when
ventriloquist.
this is done, you guys are going to be the dummies because you're going to feel so stupid.
All right,
for
so you're getting
accusing
up,
me
you're
of this.
going out. Door's
right.
wide open. Didn't even shut the door.
Still see you fully.
Yeah.
Let's let him do it.
He's pulling his skirt up.
He's putting on a skirt. We can see the front and back of him. because
Okay,
of
so
this
he's got that
well-placed
same
mirror.
that.
Come here, crows.
Oh my god.
He's got that scarecrow from the picture earlier, but he's putting a Raggedy Ann hair on
And he's
it.
screaming at some crows. I don't.
He's doing the classic crow call.
Having a tough time calling crows over like a cat.
God damn it, I need this.
Oh, Todd, we can hear you.
No, let him do it. Let him do it.
Hey, come here.
Okay.
Okay,
They're coming.
there they go.
Okay, he's coming back in.
All right now.
He forgot the costume. He forgot Pod's costume. He's got to go back.
I
down
think
that
Todd
way.
is having a severe breakdown right
Yeah,
now.
I do too.
This is a real
This is
mental
honestly
break.
sad
This
and
is the
sick to
saddest thing I've
watch.
ever seen. We're watching an 89-year-old man pretend to be a 10-year-old boy to I guess, express himself
Well, I mean,
creatively.
we all knew Pod's the hero of the town.
Yeah.
I see how you lose yourself in this. I see it.
Did Pod come up in your guys' interviews
Yes.
Yeah.
with the principal?
Well,
All
it said.
right, my blood clots are gone. I'm back, and here I come with Todd.
Okay,
and-
so Pod Tadre's back,
There we
dragging
go.
a shittily assembled scarecrow with Raggedy Andy
And he's
hair.
sort of sitting on his lap now.
All right, so,
So that's Pod. That's Todd in your lap.
this is Todd sitting in my lap now. If you guys have any questions,
Todd, why don't
speak for himself?
Todd, why don't you talk for us for a second?
Okay,
Go ahead and
great.
move the microphone
and
over
and
to
it
his
would
mouth.
make sense if Todd had the same voice. So let's see what this scarecrow's voice is. Okay, so Todd, what's
What's going on?
going on, Todd? Where were you?
Okay.
Pod really leaning over near the scarecrow to talk into the mic.
Trying to do a ventriloquist sort of like where you don't
Throwing
move
his
your
voice.
mouth, but it's just talking out of one side very obvious.
Nothing's going on weird.
Well, it does seem like
Nothing's going on weird.
it does seem like the scarecrow is talking, but it also looks like Pod is having a severe stroke.
Nothing's going on weird. No, I'm not having a stroke. I just when I have resting stroke face.
Well,
So
So, Todd, I'd like to talk to Todd here for a second.
Yeah,
what do you mean
What's
by
up,
what do you
brother?
mean by nothing's going on weird? Why do you say nothing's going on
nothing's
weird?
going on weird. I'm sitting on this 10-year-old's lap. I've got. I mean, as you can see, my hay is coming out as normal.
why do you say you have hay, Todd? You're not supposed to have hay.
Do you see how it's hard to believe either one of you, Todd or Pod? Because you're saying nothing of substance. All you're saying is, it's not a lie. It's not fake. I
Here.
am the thing.
Here's what I will.
Ask me something only Todd would know.
Okay. Something
Okay.
only Todd would know.
What is your ex-wife's? What does she hate
Already,
the
I
most?
have no idea.
Okay, that's an answer from either one of them. I would have
Well,
bought.
whether Todd is Pod or not, Stu brings up a great point because in the interview, Pod was
Yeah.
mentioned a lot, and they kept saying, Pod, if Pod wants you to stay, we'll let you stay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
did that happen to you?
Again,
guys?
it didn't happen to me because my interview was you guys tricking me. So
Right, well, you will have your interview.
And they'll probably say that because they said that to me. They said, listen, we think you're a bad influence. You've turned the front office into an opium den, and we think you have someone who is between life and death roaming the front halls. But if Pod likes you, you can stay. 'cause
Exactly,
we love
and if we
Pod.
could get an admission from you, Todd, that you are Pod, we could use you as a mole to save our jobs. Because, to be totally honest, not only do they want me fired, not only do they want me in jail, they want me on death row.
Preach.
And I think they got a case.
Preach.
I think they have a case.
Really?
Yes.
What is it? Did you murder anybody?
Well, I didn't mean to, but somebody got chewed up in the fry machine at the Yoshi Pollo.
Wow.
You're
Chewed
so
up
loco.
in the fry machine.
And I know what you're thinking. Neither of these establishments have fries. So why do we have a fry machine?
And why is it able to chew someone up?
Well, you cut the potatoes underneath the oil. Your fryer is also the cutter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. I put a whole tater in, and then I cut it post-fry.
Which
Whole
honestly,
tater.
if you patented this technology, I think you might be able to get out of the teaching game completely because it's a good idea.
It's a great idea.
It's tough to patent a technology when it's killed somebody already, though.
Yeah, but I crispied up Todd, or no.
Say it again. Start from the beginning.
Yeah, I crispied up Ben
Roethlisberger.
Roethlisberger's
That's right.
child.
You got.
And I put powdered sugar on him and put him and turned him and sent him out the door
Like a beignet, served
Yeah.
him with a cup of coffee.
like a
Beignet Roethlisberger.
Beignet Roethlisberger.
Beignet Roethlisberger is now sitting in the stands watching his father play football. He doesn't play anymore, but he watches him play in the yard. And
Yeah.
so I don't know. I got really off topic, but Todd, just come clean. We need Pod.
Okay,
You've done a good thing here.
Here, I'm going to push Pod to the side here.
Okay.
And lean my head in.
Uh-huh.
Can I be honest with you guys?
Please.
Yes, please do.
Pod started as me. But now my personalities have split
What?
in such a way.
Oh my God, this is some type of
Like
Jim
the-
Carrey.
Or like the movie Split.
Yeah, that's
Well,
a better one.
That would have been so much better with Jim Carrey.
I'm not sure what movie it's like.
I wish Split starred Jim Carrey. It would have been so much scarier.
What
and
movie is it
funnier.
like?
I can't say for sure, but it's like there's two of me, and there's also Irene.
Oh, I see.
Not ringing any bells for
No.
me.
But if there were two of you in one,
It would be like
Was
you and then
where-
also yourself.
and Dumber, Todd and Dumber.
Listen, it might be like Split in the sense of each version of the characters I'm playing are incredibly broad and bad. And hard to justify.
Right.
But,
So that's how it's like the movie Split.
Right.
right. So I think that's how it's like the movie Split.
This is
And
huge,
also,
this is
spoiler
huge.
alert here. Big spoiler alert. My life is part of the M. Night Shyamalan Unbreakable universe.
M. Night Shyamalan.
M. Night Shyamalan.
M. Night Shyamalan. So this
I
is
don't know this man.
M. Night Sean, SHAWN.
Yes.
And then space ALLAN.
Okay, Shyamalan. Sean Allen.
Sean Allen.
Sean Allen. Yeah.
Sean Allen.
M. Night.
Oh, no.
M. Night Sean
Sean
Allen.
Allen universe.
Who's Sean Allen?
Sean Allen is no. I don't know Sean
Oh, okay.
Allen.
I guess it's M. Night Sean
Well, Todd,
Allen. I was
Todd,
missing. But
Don't tell this to Pod.
This is a
but this
big
is
deal.
your biggest acting
And-
role.
but also-
yet.
no, and I lost myself in the role, so I don't know who I'm going to be at any given moment. I could be Todd, I could be Pod. I have no control
And this
over
isn't
it.
also like Split in the way that there's like some mystery character coming down the line that's like some huge monster that's going to kill us all.
You
no,
have
it's
to keep this going.
Listen, I have a beast inside of me that will eat humans.
Really?
I feel the same way.
Would you
I
please?
feel the same way.
Are you hungry for beignet Roethlisberger?
I mean, that sounded delicious when you were describing it, but any person would want to eat Ben Roethlisberger's sun-fried and toasted with powdered sugar, right?
That's true.
Is
You're
that
right.
just me?
No, you're
that's
right.
anybody.
Listen, I
doesn't
got
love a beignet?
look. I think Pod's waking up again, so I
shit,
think
shit.
let's take a break.
Okay.
And let me figure this out.
Before we do, we need to probably announce the sponsor for this week.
Oh,
Does
yes.
anybody have the copy?
Yes.
Yes.
I got